It has just gone 8 o'clock Central African time. Good evening and welcome to the news bulletin at 8, brought to you by Eswatini TV. My name is Sanaboy Ngwan alongside Zamanzi Manze. Thank you so much indeed for choosing to stay with us. We are coming to you live from our Hospital Hill studios in Babane. Your top stories at 8. The Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini says the inauguration of the presidents of Kenya and Angola was a success as it was supported by leaders in the African continent. Excellence in service delivery can be attained through working hand in hand in the government domain. And the Tolaram Group, through Lush Hair Care, will invest 262 million in creating 3,000 jobs in the country. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini says the inauguration of the presidents of Kenya and Angola was a success as it was supported by leaders in the African continent. The Prime Minister was speaking at King Eswatini III International Airport upon his return. And a detailed report on that story shall follow soon. We shall continue with the news for now. Excellence in service delivery can be attained through working hand in hand in the government domain. This was alluded by the acting Prime Minister Temba Masuku during the closure of a 3-day workshop for principal secretaries in the ministries and the heads of departments of different private sectors. The workshop was held at Pixpic Hotel.
The meeting tackled matters of how ministries can work together in order to increase the economy and to help the nation following the recent decrease in the country's economy during the COVID-19 pandemic. Acting Prime Minister Temba Masuku said he believes that secretaries and head of department will play a major role in strategic plans in order for government to bring about excellent service delivery.
I want to be quick to say that the considerable investment that has been made during these last few days has empowered you to do your job effectively and efficiently. This therefore implies that there is an expectation that you as principal secretaries and heads of department will apply a more intentional approach to strategic leadership and management in ensuring that we steer the ship in the right direction of transforming the public service towards excellence in service delivery.
Director of the Institute of Development Management, Dr. Ndipete Mabilo, said the institute is devoted to help the government in all arising situations to help the nation.
Trainer PS CBD team, let's see, driving excellence in the public service. The training is very malanga la matatu. Sakala ngabo US vile pheli na ubani malanga la matatu. Nabo PS kule vile. Lasibuke khona ukuthi ingabe PS angambambisa kanjani uhulumende ukuthi baqonze ukuthi nangabe usebenzise umbuso usebenzela siphi. Sibena ingxoxo ke tibe impumelelo kakhulu ngoba sinama speakers namanye laqhamuka event laseBotswana labake ba PS nalabanye labaqhamuka khona la kithi eSwatini. Sabana ma presentations lamanengi lapha ku anti-corruption commission sibuka bo perception survey ngetindzaba tekukhohlakala sabukana.
The meeting was graced by the United Nations Development Program. The Secretary's representative, Dr. Simon Zwane, said they are trying by all means to help the nation to develop. Reporting for Eswatini TV News is Bongwas Magagula at Pixpic Hotel.
The Tolaram Group, through Lush Hair Care, will invest 262 million in creating 3,000 jobs in the country. This has been announced by the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, stating that this is a result of the business seminar held in Singapore in June this year, where His Majesty King Eswatini III encouraged investors into the kingdom.
A recent announcement by the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, that Tolaram Group will be investing in the country under the company Lush Hair Care will see the creation of job opportunities for eMaswati.
The hair extension industry is a very big industry. It has a 240 million emalangeni annual turnover in the African market. It is a fantastic opportunity for the group to use their experience from Nigeria and Kenya and bring this to Eswatini. Lush will be launching in the SADC under the brand Be Beautiful, which is the production operation in Eswatini. Be Beautiful will be available in all our neighboring countries, and particularly the SADC region, as I've stated. Lush Hair Group will implement their investment in phases over a period of 5 years. They will start with an initial investment of 67.2 million, and they will create 475 jobs immediately. They intend starting this operation now in October of 2022. At the end of a 5-year period, we expect the investment to have risen to 262 million, ultimately employing 3,000 Eswatini.
The minister says the hair extension business has an annual turnover of $240 million with an annual tonnage of 17,000 metric tons. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Langamandla with Mbongwa Dube Mbabane.
Eswatini will now offer the Quality Management System certification based on the ISO 9001 standard. This has been announced by the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, who stated that the letter of confirmation of these has been issued by the Southern African Development Community Accreditation Service, SADCAS, after determining that Eswatini Standards Authority demonstrated competence and impartiality in offering the standard.
Local companies will no longer be forced to seek the Quality Management System certification based on the ISO 9001 standard in neighboring countries, as the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, has announced that it is now offered locally.
You can now use SWASA for the certification, and I want to implore all companies in Eswatini, public enterprises and the private sector, that want to be certified in ISO 9001 to now use SWASA for that certification, because they have been finally accredited. It is very important to note that the ISO 9001 standard is applicable to any type of business, irrespective of size and location. This is therefore an opportunity for local businesses of all type to access certification services from SWASA at a competitive price compared to using foreign certification agents. SWASA, being a local certification agent, will provide a lot of advantages, including direct personal contact, coaching, and all forms of support, technical support, and really the ability to deal with any issues that crop up in real time. It is therefore a great honor for us in the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade to be the bearer of this good news. It is not over yet, and I want to continue to challenge SWASA to expand their certification scopes and further work towards achieving accreditation, in particular of their product schemes based on the 17065 standard, because that is the next challenge.
The Eswatini Standards Authority has said it is yet to develop a standard for imported products. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Langamandla with Mbongwa Dube Mbabane.
The Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade has announced that owners of small medium enterprises who were affected during the recent fire in Manzini are now eligible for a loan under the Informal Traders Revolving Fund. The announcement was made by the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo.
Over 400 micro, small, medium business owners were affected during the recent fires that gutted down the place where they store their wares in Manzini. The Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Mangoba Khumalo, has announced government's intervention through the Informal Traders Revolving Fund.
The immediate intervention that has been agreed is to provide business loans up to 5,000 emalangeni under the Informal Traders Revolving Fund administered by FinCorp on behalf of the government of the Kingdom of Eswatini. The terms of this loan will be special because of the special situation that we are dealing with. Ordinarily, such a loan attracts a repayment period of 6 months. But because of what has happened, we have made a special negotiation with FinCop. This loan will be repayable over 12 months, which will allow the repayment to be manageable so that the businesses are given a chance to recover.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu kuhulumende ikakhulu Ministry of Commerce ngokuthi iphethe bosomabhizinisi labancane.
Chairperson of the Civil Sinebonye Cross-Border Association, Tobile Dube, has expressed gratitude to government, saying this will go a long way in helping them resuscitate their businesses. The ministry has said the loans will be issued following the informal traders revolving funds regulations. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Langamanda with Mbongwa Dube Mbabane.
The Eswatini Environmental Authority Board Chairperson has announced Tina Dladla as the EEA Executive Director and Thabiso Nzuza as the Chief Financial Officer. The Chairperson, Mfanele Mkhatshwa, has encouraged the two executive members to ensure that critical issues of climate change are addressed. Mkhatshwa was speaking during a press briefing held in Mbabane.
The Eswatini Environmental Authority has unveiled two executive members, respectively. Speaking during a press briefing meeting, the Eswatini Environment Authority's board chairperson Mfanele Mkhatshwa encouraged the two executive members to work towards addressing environmental issues.
Since the establishment of this entity program director, it has been observed with concern how complex and crucial issues of the environment and climate change have so become on our natural world, in our economic development and on sustainable development, compromising the ability of future generations in meeting their needs, with millions of people across the globe suffering from the catastrophic effects of extreme disasters exacerbated by same.
Tina Dladla, the new executive director, says issues regarding pollutions will be their priority among other critical issues.
Issues of waste have remained a problem for us as a country. And in doing so, we need to make sure we bring all the innovation to address issues of waste. And we do have the opportunities that are presented by circular economy approaches to waste and things that we need to do in terms of addressing that particular issue.
Thabiso Nzuza says they will work hard in delivering the authority's mandate.
I do assure the Honourable Minister and the Management Board and the Executive Director that I will support them and work hard in driving the strategic objectives of the EEA to mobilize resources in order to reduce the heavy reliance on government subvention and to improve accountability, transparency and performance.
The chairperson appreciated Cabinet and the Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs. For Eswatini TV News, Sondomlangeni, Themba Shabangu, Mbabane.
Members of the Public Accounts Committee say the budget allocated to the Eswatini National Youth Council is insufficient. Members of the committee say this is a barrier to the council delivering on its mandate. They also say it is now in the hands of the members of the parliament to assist the council be allocated a sufficient budget.
The Minister of Sports, Culture and Youth Affairs was before the Public Accounts Committee to respond to audit queries raised by the Auditor General in his 2021 report, which includes 75% of the Eswatini National Youth Council government subvention going towards wages. ENYC Chief Executive Officer Makosami Dlamini says this is due to their limited budget, which is almost half of what they ask for annually.
For the past 3 years, the submission here to a budget request at
Dlamini says they have been requesting a budget of 9 to 11 million for the past 3 years without any success. He also says This limits them as they cannot go out to all 59 Tinkhundla and provide services to the youth.
Akusakhona lokuthi sifike kuto tonke letinkhundla tong 59 ngoba ngetulu kwalo sikadzeke ukuthi bese sibana nawo lesithi ngema regional offices.
Members of the committee made their contributions.
Asifune a situation whereby
Umalo says the issue of the budget needs parliamentarians to intervene.
We need also to
Mavimbela says the youth is the future of this country, and so there is a need to empower it. Zwane has asked whether the office is still sustainable. Mamba says government needs to take issues seriously.
Youth Council ingaba na 5 million to run offices out.
Members said the council has to be assisted to get the 11 million emalangeni budget they always request so that it can deliver to all Tinkhundla. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosi Mavimbela, Parliament.
The Minister for Labour and Social Security, Philip Telezi, has encouraged the incoming Eswatini National Provident Fund Board to ensure that they finalize the convention or the conversion from Provident to pension. The Minister was speaking during the unveiling of the new NPF board.
The Minister for Labour and Social Security has unveiled the new board members of the Eswatini National Provident Fund. Minister Phila Buthelezi encouraged the board to ensure that they complete the conversion bill. This bill will convert the ENPF from Provident to pension fund. Buthelezi announced Mduduzi Gina as the chairperson of the board.
Kusuka nyalo kuyembili iminyaka lemithathu iboard ime ngalolu sihlalo wayo kutawuba ngumduduzi Gina lo suka kaThukhoso asekelwa nguMaziya Bheki from BE sipheze sibe nayo ngilangeni inathi lobeka khona itolo solo lunga kule board sinaye kuhlelo majaha babe to point from first week sinaye make Morin Kambule nalo jayedzala babe to point belikhona itolo make Morin Kambule abeka khona itolo abuya kaThukhoswa babe shongwa lo sevile naye njengashamene kuleli bandla uyabuya kuleli bandla uqhuba wona umsebenzi babemashumi from Feswatho sinamake Dlamini Council etiko la finance naye ngilobuyako sina Dudunzinisa ngilobuyako beka khona ibhodini itolo Mthunzi Shabangu ngilobuyako sinamake Mdluli Thuli lokungoyelo lunga lelisha kule board sithi njeke nebakithi ngigcina ngayo umntwana enkosi lo bang lo sebenza nayo iboard.
The chairperson of the board, Mduduzi Gina, stated that a country that takes care of elderly will be blessed and stability will be guaranteed.
It is our understanding as well that a country that takes care of its elderly citizens is a country that would want to attract blessings.
The ENPF CEO, Prince Lonkokela, thanked the outgoing board members for their contributions. The ENPF was founded by Their Majesties in 1974. As of now, the ENPF has assets worth 4.5 billion emalangeni. For Eswatini TV News on Domlangeni, Themba Shabangu, Ezulwini.
Let's now take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the news continues. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
The There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like 2-liter Spar ice cream for only $50.99 or Red Bull energy drink. Buy any two for just 22 emalangeni. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
ShopRite's biggest promotion is back. It's Big Red Weekend. For this weekend only, get up to 50% off on deals like a Rama Original Brick for only 20 emalangeni. Cremora Crema, just 35 emalangeni. Ultramel Custard, only 22 emalangeni. And Rhodes Fruit Juice for just 17 emalangeni. Big Red Weekend. Only at...
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like 2-liter Spar ice cream for only $50.99 or Red Bull energy drink. Buy any two for just 22 emalangeni. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Welcome back. You're still with the news bulletin at 8 at Eswatini TV. Thanks so much indeed for choosing to stay with us. We shall now continue with the news. The SEDCO Managing Director, Ketsu Mhlanga, has encouraged entrepreneurs in Eswatini to produce for local retailers. Mhlanga was speaking during the Farmers Flea Market and the Memorandum of Understanding signing event with Women Farmer Foundation.
In a bid to assist local farmers, especially women and girls, SEDCO and Women Farmer Foundation signed a memorandum of understanding during the first ever farmers market. The SEDCO Managing Director, Ketsu Mhlanga, encouraged women and girls to produce for local retailers. Mhlanga encouraged entrepreneurs to consider organic farming.
Doing what we are expecting from them, which is providing food, not for the household only, but also for the nation at large. And we appreciate the hard work that they have been doing over the years. We just now need to see them growing, to excel and become more commercial farmers. We want to see their produce in our retails. That's what's critical for us.
Sonia Paiva, the Women Farmer Foundation founder, says the organization is committed in assisting women and girls in the agricultural sector.
I think that we need to change the face of agriculture to entice the young people to venture into the markets. I see a lot of opportunities in value addition, in climate smart agriculture, climate change, and of course, all our young people are actually highly educated.
Meanwhile, farmers were afforded an opportunity to showcase their produce. The farmers appreciated the Women Farmer Foundation for the opportunity, as this will assist them to network with other farmers. SEDCO has trained 30 agripreneurs from Women Farmer Foundation, whilst over 3,000 women have benefited from the organization. For Eswatini TV News, Sondomlangeni, Themba Shabangu, Manzini.
The Crown is opposing a bail application filed by Lungelo Malusi Zikalala, who was arrested for allegedly attempting to murder his girlfriend. The 20-year-old accused is alleged to have stabbed his girlfriend several times all over the body. The matter is before Judge Doris Shabalala.
An aspiring Eswatini College of Technology student, Lungelo Malusi Zikalala, was arrested for allegedly attempting to murder his girlfriend, Temalangeni Priti Dlamini, on Sunday. The 20-year-old Zikalala is accused of doing this by allegedly stabbing Dlamini all over the body with the aim of killing her at Lamkapi. Zikalala has since filed an urgent bail application where he stated that he would plead not guilty to the offense. He claimed to be innocent of the charge leveled against him. Zikalala told the court that He stayed at Mhlabubovu with his parents and had no other place to stay outside the country. The accused also told the court that he was still young and awaited to be called for admission interviews at the e-court later this month. Zikalala also told the court that being kept in custody would cost him this education opportunity. He submitted that he could not study while kept in custody. The Crown has opposed this application. This matter is before Judge Doris Shabalala. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosi Mavimbela, High Court.
For now, let's revert back to our first story where we said the Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini says the inauguration of the presidents of Kenya and Angola was a success as it was supported by leaders in the African continent. The Prime Minister was speaking at King Eswatini III International Airport upon his return.
The Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has returned to the country after representing His Majesty King Mswati III at the inauguration of Presidents William Ruto of Kenya and João Lorenzo of Angola.
Ekuhambeni kwethu kwesiqale eveni laseKenya edolobheni laseNairobi lapha khona bekuyophakanyiswa mongameli William Ruto mengameli ke usanza kuwina ukhetho njengoba sathi bekuphuma etindzabeni ukuthi lo mengameli lo uwine ukhetho kepha akusiyo umuntu lomusha kude politics bekunebaholi bemave lamanengi kakhulu ikakhulu esifundzeni sakaSadak ngacishe ngisibe baphelele bonke bemengameli ngaphandle nje kwababili bathathu laba Southern Africa kepha nje bebaphelele bekhona ke nalabanye nje laba kubuya elsewhere in Africa lengasiko iparty yeSadak sakhona ke nekuthi emva kwemsebenzi sihambe siyovusela kumengameli lomusha simbingelele sethule umlayeto ngwenyama lokumhalalisela phela ukuthi ingwenyama yambongela ekuhambeni kahle kulomsebenzi wajabula ke naye waRuto washo ukuthi awusimbongele ingwenyama ukuthi ize ikhiphe le delegation utawuthola lithuba naye nasekatindile emsebenzini kusavakasha tobona live la kaNgwane saseke nasesicedzile lapho sesesuka ke silibangisa le eAngola eveni la khona edolobheni laseLuanda nakhona kwakungumsebenzi lofana nako nalo bese kuyo eKenya nakhona sicethunywe ingwenyama ukuthi siyoyimelela lapho nakhona bekubekwa khona mengameli.
The Prime Minister says Eswatini has good relations with Angola and Kenya. For Eswatini TV News, Nelson Ngamandla with Mbongwa Dube, Skupe.
Right now, let's see how our markets performed today in our financial report. Welcome back, and now for our sports news. Royal Leopards head coach Edwin Matsebula says Malacca SC side, the CFFA, is one of the strongest sides they've ever met, and his players will have to put in an extra effort in the second leg of the CAF Champions League preliminary round this coming weekend. Royal Leopards is expected to host the CFFA at Somhlolo National Stadium on Saturday this coming weekend.
Royal Leopards will face Malagasy side, CWFA, in the CAF Champions League preliminary round at the Somhlolo National Stadium on Saturday. Last weekend, Royal Leopards won the first leg 3-2 away in Madagascar. Royal Leopards coach Edwin Matsebula says CWFA is one of the strongest sides he ever faced in the Champions League, and he will require his players to praise their efforts.
I think in Madagascar we didn't know how they play. That is why maybe we came with the approach, a defensive approach, where we defended too low and tried to catch them on a counter up until we read them and realized their weaknesses. But for tomorrow's game, I would like to divulge their weaknesses, lest I give them the opportunity to correct it.
CWFA coach Titi says they have worked tirelessly through the week trying to correct the mistakes they committed last weekend.
what is the team, Royal Bar, and we have any surprise at first leg. We have working about it, fixed our mistakes, and we are ready for the game tomorrow's day.
The game will kick off at 3 p.m. on Saturday at the Somhlolo National Stadium. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports, I'm Linda Dlamini in Babane.
And now with those sports news, we've hit the home stretch of the news bulletin at 8 as Eswatini TV. Thanks so much indeed for choosing to stay with us. We shall cross over to the weather center for a detailed weather report from us and the rest of the team at Eswatini TV. For now, it's good night and God bless.